guys, Goldstein here. In less than a minute, the siren is going to be wailing all over the land of Israel. Every single person that I know in this entire land, north, south, west, east, across all political divides, will be standing at attention, some praying, some crying, but everybody has lost somebody they know, because we are one family here. No matter where you are in the world, take a minute, 60 seconds, and stand with Israel to honor the warriors, the fallen, that have been taken from us a lot earlier than they should be. May we never see another death in this land. The place where I'm standing right now is an area that has been built by the family and by a foundation in memory of an officer that was killed in action by Hezbollah on the Lebanese border. And they're a family who lives right here, right behind the camera. And they're a family that exemplifies Israel. All sons are combat soldiers and officers in the IDF. They're proud redeemers of the land of Israel. Zion flows through their blood. And I remember during the funeral of Juha Kalengel, and I'm going to show you his memorial here. I remember during the funeral afterwards, I was at their home, and I was in the kitchen with his mom, Malka, and I asked her, I said, is it all worth it? Is this worth it? Is all the fighting, all the war, all the religion, all the politics, is it worth it after just burying your son? And it's a fair question. And the answer she gave me truly showed me how proud, in the positive way, how amazingly strong this land and the people are. In Hebrew, with tears streaming down her face, she turned to me and she said, Ben asor lityaesh. Ben, it's forbidden to give up. That is strength. It's strength that none of us want to know that we have. But when you see it, And when you feel it, it's something you can never forget. And it made me want to dig in even more here. To hold the line. Just like their sons do. Just like our daughters do. Both physically and spiritually. We are a nation. We are singular parts of a whole. The whole, the greater sum, the oneness of us is precisely what's more important than the individuality of us. It's not the me generation in Judaism. It's what can I do for my nation? That's what you get when you live here. That's what you get when you see an entire nation of people standing at attention, pulling over on the side of the road, as one unit, as one individual body. No matter what the politics might be, no matter what the religious observances might be, amazingly enough, it takes death, murder, mayhem, and destruction and sadness to bond us together as one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. It's what is on our lips when we die, right before on our deathbed. It's on the lips of Jacob as he was dying, and his sons, the tribes of Israel. It's been said throughout the generations. Every Jewish child in Europe knew it. It's the most famous prayer that we have. It's written in every scroll on our doorposts. And it's all about God telling us, listen, Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. And that's awesome. And I'm glad God is one. And I'm sure God is glad he's one too. But I can live and continue breathing even if I didn't believe that. So I keep thinking to myself, why is it that it's so important? Why is it that when Roe Klein was blown up by a hand grenade after he jumped on top of it to save his soldiers, after Islamic terrorists were trying to kill them all, why was it that that was one of the last things that he said? Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Why is it that being marched into the gas chambers of Auschwitz, that is what was shouted out and screamed? Why is it that's what we say before we go to bed every night? Maybe it's not always so that we remember that God is one. Maybe it's God trying to tell us, listen, Israel, Shema Yisrael, to be godly is to be one. To reflect godliness in this world, you must become one nation. 12 tribes, each going different paths in life, but each uniting together under the banner of Israel and God. And once we can unite like that, we will no longer be counting the dead and murdered of the nation of Israel by the dozens and hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions and tens of millions. Because it won't exist anymore. There will be no more nations chasing after us. Because the only thing we will reflect is oneness. And the only place we can do that as a nation together is here. And that is what Juha Kalengel was defending when a direct missile hit his Jeep and killed him instantly. And that is what my friend Ari Fold was defending every day of his life. And that was what so many others who were just sitting on buses or police officers just doing their jobs and being shot in the head by terrorists, or soldiers charging into battle against odds that we can't even begin to fathom, and doing doing it because they knew they had nowhere else to go. And they had to have their future here. And they were willing, and they did, to put everything on the line, every drop of blood that they have. This entire land that I stand on is soaked in it. Not just from 1860 on, but for millennia. King David's warriors are buried here. Bar Kokhba's warriors. The blood of the Maccabees soak this region. This is nothing new. There is nothing new under the sun or this moon. But we can redirect the course of our future, because the only thing set in stone is the 10 Commandments. Beyond that, let's switch things around. So unify. Stand up and have a voice. If not for you, then do it for your kids. And if not for your kids, then do it for him. Let me show you who I'm talking about. Do it for him. Nothing's written in stone. He is, forever. With his vest, with his Tavor assault rifle. He understood. His children will grow up never remembering their father. So even if you don't personally know somebody who was killed in this quote-unquote conflict, what a sick word. Even if you don't know somebody who was killed in this multi-millennial, multi-generational attempt to wipe the Jews off the face of the earth, then at the very least, you know Jucha. You know Yochai Kalengel. That's your son. That's your brother. He belongs to all of us. Every single warrior of Israel understands what they're fighting for. Don't you ever think twice about it. The tears that flow down my face are tears of rage, are tears of joy at knowing that we have the ability to stand up at the highest peaks and protect this land. And of course, it's tears of sadness, because no mother that represents such light and strength should ever have to bury her son in this land again, or any land for that matter. God bless each and every one of you from Israel. And as Jucha always said, Uf Kadima. The translation of that, ladies and gents, is it's time to move forward. You gotta keep going forward. You can't stop. Asol yaesh. It's forbidden to ever give up. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. God bless all the fallen. And I even hate that word, the murdered. God bless the brave warriors of Israel. God bless the families with peace, with comfort that they'll never have. But at the very, very least, they know that their sons and their daughters, their husbands, their wives, that they didn't die in vain. That their life was given so that the future of Israel will continue. Stronger than ever. I'm Yisrael Chai.